So in actually talks about projectile. We say the projectile motion laterally movement or in body launch into space or through and left under the influence of what gravity. So gravity actually determine uh how far the body is going to go. Okay. So now he said for time of flight, he is 2u. Remember, U stands for what? Initial velocity, sin theta. Of course, if I throw a body, remember, it's going to be a kind of size. So angles will be formed as well, right? So due to those angles being formed, yeah, I'm going to make it always degree, right? So how far it did go. So elevation that is actually constitute due to that movements, right? So we also have a sort of maximum height at which u squared sine squared theta, right? And then we have three. We want to talk about looking at uh, a data which is the distance from where you threw it from to where it's going to land. So that's the horizontal distance. That's what they're talking about when we talk about range. Okay. So just take notes that we range is maximum when theta is equal towards 45 degree. So you have to find the maximum range. Remember, so this could be a jump pistol. When is the range said to be maximum? So range is set to maximum when theta is equal to what? 45 degree. Okay, let's dive into the solution of what we have already talks. Similarly, stone is shot out from catapult with initial velocity of 80 meters per second at an elevation of 60 degrees. Find the time of what? The first thing is to keep note of the formula for sine of flight, which is what? 2u sine theta. All about what you do. So 2u maybe is what? 30. So 230 sine theta is the angle given. Angle is given as what? 60 degree. Sine 60. All about is taken at what? 10. Okay. So what you are going to have here now is going to be what? 2 times 30 is 60. 60 sine 60. So 60 sine 60. We have 60. And sine 60 was 0.866. Right. Divided by 10. I'm going to have 6 times 0.866. What is going to be for that? 6 times 0.866 to give us 5 parts. 196. 5 ones and 96. See, B part of it says find the maximum height. So 100 maximum height. So maximum height is h equal to u squared sine squared theta all over so which is 30 squared, right? The initial velocity is u at what? 30. 30 squared sine theta being about 60 and 60 squared equals this is what is that when theta plus 10 is no ideal. Sine 60 the same thing as 10 over 2. Right? So if I have rotated by t, of course, we're going to get that here is 900, right? And 3 over 4. 3 over 2. The square it, square halfway square it, right? Is left with rotate the square of 2, right? So this simply means that this guy is d squared and this guy also is d squared. See, it comes 4. We have 2 times 10 was 20. So this kills 6. So you have 45. This goes here is 45. times 3 over 4. Nice. Probability how some answer. 30.6 okay. Set. Pause. Here is 1, here is 1, and here is 1. Bring it out. Remainder 1. That's add 0. Do you get what? The remainder out. As it is 80. 11 from state 5. Tight stake. This 55 car. This 6. 6 tight from 6 plus 1. So, yeah. 3 times what it take. 3 times what it take. See. Those are going to have. In case you are not going to take calculator, can those actually do this very picky and get to answer. So, but if your calculator is very better, then do what you need to be right. Alright, so the CPAP say find the range. The formula for range is equal to u squared as 30 squared sine 2 theta sine theta about 60 all over what? All over 10. So which is 900 sine 120. 2 times 60 is 120 all over what? 10. It means you're going to have 90 sine 120. Sine 120, say percent at what? Percentage as sine 60, right? Sine 120 is the same thing as sine 60. Because if you draw a circle, you see that same thing is being repeated. Okay, so that means go to have what as your answer. But I have 77 points. They say it's not there. Do the range. Now we see that there's difference between the range and the what? Maximum height. With a velocity of 40 meters per second from the top of the building, 50 meters high. How far from the foot of the building will the bullet touch the ground? How far from the foot of the building the bullets touch the ground? So what were you people? So now give me the initial velocity as 40 meters per second. So what else you are reading? By dealing in heights. Okay, I don't 50 meters. How far from the foot of begin with the bullet touch the ground? How far from the foot of begin? So we're looking at the range. That's because usually it was short for, and then where is it going to touch the ground? That the horizontal distance. So what I'm going to t is equal to square root of 2h over h. This square root of 2h over g. Normally, my means include that as well into formula. So that's for time of flight. So begin time of flight, the nebula was 2h all over where the square root of 2h over g will give us the time of flight. So I got me huge fix. Square root of 2 times h of the math. Square root of Peter City Mondo. Only about 10. Square root of 10. Sum of 10 in 10 into odds. It takes about I get time of byte. So yes. So to get a horizontal range now, the rate is tags. The initial velocity in angles and its time of flight. Initial velocity time, but time of flight. So if you give us the horizontal range, that is good to have 40 as stake. Ponzi time but stake, which is great bills. 126 points. Say double it is 6.48 meters. 186 spots or 8 meters. So that will become my answer. That will become my answer. Many years when I basically cut the velocity we are building in horizontal diversity. Horizontal. It's a velocity of 40 meters per second. So building the horizontal velocity and not the vertical one velocity. So given the vertical velocity, we'll make use of this formula. I will get our answer very quickly. Okay, so the next question is the final one. It has that a tennis ball is thrown vertically upwards from the pot with a velocity of 10 meters per second, right? The velocity of 50 meters per second. I believe the maximum height is. So we're looking for the maximum max. So the maximum height you get in this one, 50 scale. All allowed to all over 2, right? There was no there's no animal included. Yes. So 250 times 10. So now 50 squared is 50 times 50, of course. It's 2,500 divided by 20. 350. We are 2 going to use 1. 2 going to 5 is 2 in meter hour. 2 made to 10 is 5. So what 25 it just next the time take it the video. I'm doing related to rituals or maintaining height so that the time flat. No, but what the time of flight? Time of flight is actually the distance from the starting point CDA. That is your profile here. The time of flight is different from what the time to reach the maximum. Time to reach the maximum height is going to be time it takes 86 or 5 meters able to make it 4. T equal to us. U over ours, U over G. Now, why do we make use of U over G? Of course, you see this will now have to the time is take for that body to take up in the mountain heights. At the same time, it's taking from the mountain heights towards the ground. Right? So that's why you have 2 U over G. So, of course, if I use U over G, I'm going to bet what the time it take to reach the maximum height. If I now want to find the time of flight, I'll now multiply it by 2. Right? So I'm going to have U over G. It is this. My U is what 40. I'm sorry. My U is what 50. Isn't the question that we get 50 over here? See. At 5 or 6. We take 5 seconds to reach the maximum height and take 5 seconds to reach it down. So it means it's total about 10 seconds. Like in time of flight, it goes 10 seconds. Okay. So next one is time of flight. Okay. See like posited is time of flight equals 2 height or what? What is about 2E over D. So we are 2 times pi, which is about 10 is. Alright, thank you very much for being a part of us. We'll hope to see you in next part in another of our video that we wanted you to subscribe our channel and help us grow this community. Thank you very